Hey, good morning to everybody. Happy Tuesday. It's Daryl here. It's bright and early 4 a.m. here in Connecticut on the East Coast. There's about three different things I want to talk about today. And they're connected. I know they're connected. The main thing this video is about is the FBI crime statistics. The homicide rate in 2020 rose 30%. All right. Now, right off the bat, I can hear the Trumpers and the conservatives going, Chicago, permissive Democrats, got to be more tough on crime. Here's the thing, though. You guys, if you watch my videos, you know I can't. The Trumpers always refer to Chicago. If you're talking about immigration, you're talking about Afghanistan, you're talking about COVID. They all goes back to Chicago. Chicago is the scapegoat for everything. All right. Like I said, the links are down below. It increased the homicide rate increased much more for small cities of 10,000 to 25,000 people. So this ain't about Chicago. In the 1990s, just under 14% of all overall homicides, just under 14% were just solely between New York and LA. Now it's only 4%. So LA and New York, way down. Small cities, way up. All across the country, Democrat, Republican. I saw Memphis mentioned. I saw a lot of southern cities mentioned. So it's not about Chicago anymore. Honestly, I see a lot of factors here. I want to say COVID, but I don't want to just go back to the same old rhetoric about we're just all upset about being under pandemic rules and all this stuff. It seems like more than that. I want to talk about this too. I saw a picture this morning on the news about, it showed the Pentagon. It showed the American flag being unfurled back in 2001, and the guys in the hard hats, the police and the firefighters, and the American flag. And I got this good, it was a strong feeling. And then you look at that same I look at that same American flag. I look at those same guys with hard hats today. Same police today, and it's a totally different feeling. Even the American flag, it's the same American flag from then to now, but it's in my head, it really seems to represent something different. And in my mind, this is the emergence of Donald Trump in 2015. It was this, I don't know how to put it into words. How I felt the other day, I felt entitled because this is my neighborhood and I can do what I want. I was wrong. I was so wrong. I'm human. And I was acting just like the people I'm talking about. Entitled. I wasn't taking anybody else into account. The more I thought about this too, the way I acted, if you watch my last video, I think subconsciously there's a lot more that played into that too. I got to look at that guy driving the truck. I've said before, people my age in general, usually, white males my age in general, are usually Trump supporters. And I got a quick glance at this guy, the black truck he was driving, the little security light on top. And it didn't even occur to me at first, but I'm sure in the back of my mind, I got this image of who he was. And I got angry. It was more than that, though. It was entitlement. I fell into that same trap. When I repeated this story to my family just yesterday, like I said, man, I know I was wrong. I'm calling myself out. I want to make sure. I don't like how I felt after. I don't like it at all. So I want to make sure I get it out there so I don't act like this again. And I acted, the more I think about that, I acted like we're growing further apart in this country. Further and further and further. And you look at the Trump rally in Georgia just last weekend. And the more I look at this rally, he's just talking about his enemies and these bad, terrible, lying people over here. And he's still just dividing this country so much. All that comes to mind is him back in the rallies back in 2016 saying, go ahead, knock the hell out of them. I'll pay for the hospital bills. Remember that? And I really feel like this, you combine this with everything that's happened, COVID and everything else. And America has changed. We've become We're clearly becoming two different camps, and and it's still happening, even with Joe Biden president. And Trump is still as powerful and as poisonous as ever. I don't know what the answer to this is. Like I said, a lot of this, it's three different things. It's the FBI crime statistics I looked at, and it's the increased murder rates are Republican, Democrat, white, black, but even more in the small towns. So this ain't about gangs. It's interesting to say to note too that out of those over 20,000, there's 21,000 deaths, homicides in 2020. Only 900, well, 900 is still a lot, but 900 were contributed to gang violence. The majority of them were attributed to unknown. A lot of them were attributed to arguments. We're growing apart in this country, and Donald Trump is as divisive as ever. And even though I'm the opposite of a Trump supporter, I feel that divisiveness myself. Like the other day, I thought about that, and it didn't even occur to me at first. But when I thought about the gentleman that told me I couldn't walk across the street, I'm sure that I noted. I know the feeling I got as soon as I looked at him, that he was one of them. It's turned into them and us, and it's just continuing to get worse. And heading into the 2022 and 2024, I think the point of this video is, as long as Donald Trump continues to divide this country, it's a tumor that continues to grow and metastasize across the country and divide us. I think we would have had a chance to grow back together if he had just gone to Mar-a-Lago and just shut the hell up, to be honest with you. But the more he continues to push this big lie about, even with the count in Arizona, he lost over 300 votes, and he's calling that, of course, he's calling that fake news again. And it's this disconnection from reality. This has been going on now for 6 years. Whenever Trump or his supporters hear anything, no matter how valid it is, that doesn't conform to their views or to Donald Trump's liking, it's fake news. And the same thing with the Arizona count. He's saying that that they didn't use the right. I don't even know what he's claiming now, but he's claiming it's all fake news. And again in Georgia, just this weekend, he points to the press, and this scares me too. We used to look at the press as Walter Cronkite. It was a great thing. We're so proud of freedom of press. And now Donald Trump has turned this into the enemy of the people. And we've divided into two camps. That American flag that I looked at in that picture of the Pentagon from 2001, and when I look at the American flag today, it looks like two different flags to me. We're growing more divided, and with every Trump rally. All right, you guys have a good Tuesday. I'll be back later with another video.